the ones who came before.
I'm Caroline Reese, Information Specialist for The Ones Who Came Before. This new video series, known as Character Profiles, will focus on how characters progressed through different media platforms. Books, games, movies, trailers, and other platforms such as initiates will be used to piece together a profile of the character. We will be starting the series with Arbaaz Mir, the lead character in Assassin's Creed Brahman and Assassin's Creed Chronicles, India.
Arbaaz was born during the early 19th century in Kashmir, northern India, to a Muslim family. In 1819, Arbaaz's home was conquered, leading to the death of numerous Muslims in Kashmir, including some of Arbaaz's kin. At some point, Arbaaz was involved in a meeting gone wrong and was rescued by Hamid, the local mentor of the Assassin Brotherhood. Because he was in debt to the mentor, Arbaaz became an assassin. In 1839, Hamid tasks Arbaaz with the recovery of a map detailing first civilization artifacts, most notably the Kohinoor diamond, a powerful piece of Eden. Upon his safe return to the assassin headquarters, Hamid informs Arbaaz of the legend surrounding the Kohinoor diamond and that the British Templars are attempting to obtain the artifact. The Kohinoor diamond had been in possession of Ranjit Singh since 1830, who kept it safe from the hands of his enemies, but was nearing the end of his life. As Singh's heirs were not as interested in the diamond as their father, the British Templars aimed to take Singh's life. Hamid tasked Arbaaz with protecting Singh, an objective he reluctantly agreed to, but only for the sake of the Brotherhood. Before leaving, Arbaaz bought Hamid's slave, Raza Sora, from him, noticing the harsh treatment the boy was receiving from Hamid. Arbaaz instead intended to find the Kohinoor himself ahead of the Templars, disguising as an emissary from Kashmir and his servant. Arbaaz and Raza entered Singh's summer palace where a feast was being held. Believing the Kohinoor to be kept in a hidden chamber underneath the palace, Arbaaz told Raza to look out for Singh's treasure keeper, Basti Ram. After being allowed to join the feast, Arbaaz was greeted by William Hay McNaughton, Lord Auckland, and General Francis Cotton. Arbaaz recognized the Templar insignia on Cotton's chest, though Cotton also identified Arbaaz as an assassin by his movements. Arbaaz assured Cotton that they were not enemies, telling the Templars that he had his own reasons for Singh's death. Soon after, Arbaaz's attention was caught by Princess Pyara Kaur, Ranjit Singh's granddaughter. Upon noticing Singh handing Basti Ram a diamond, Arbaaz told Raza to follow him and that he would find him later, deciding instead to follow Pyara. Arbaaz then tracked her to the palace courtyard, handing her a flower that he had swiped from the palace's dining room. As a result, the conversation that stemmed from the gesture, the two later shared a moment of intimacy. Afterwards, Arbaaz proceeded to find Raza and follow him to the hidden chambers underneath the palace, which was activated by a water-based mechanism. Exploring the caverns filled with statues of Hindu gods, Arbaaz found a chest containing the diamond, but quickly dismissed it as a worthless replica. Upon further exploration, they stumbled upon an illusionary wall and other statues left by the first civilization. There, Raza found the real Kohinoor in a pool of water contained within the hands of the statue Durga. Unknowingly, their progress had been tracked by Cotton. Upon their return to the ground level, Arbaaz was arrested by Singh's men, who had been alerted by Cotton and McNaughton. It was at this point that Arbaaz hid the real Kohinoor under Raza's turban, enabling Raza to escape with the artifact while Singh's men took the replica. Singh's men placed Arbaaz in a cell, though sometime later Pyara Kar and Raza came to see him. Pyara then released him from his imprisonment after Arbaaz told her his task of ensuring her grandfather's safety. To Arbaaz's surprise and disapproval, Raza had given the Kohinoor to Pyara, spoiling his plan to escape with the artifact and leave Singh to fend for himself. After Pyara informed Arbaaz that Singh was drinking tea with the British, Arbaaz and Raza hurried to the imperial palace. Arbaaz eliminated the patrolling guards as Raza stayed close behind, at one point turning back to prevent Raza from falling to his death, then separated Arbaaz, infiltrating the palace's interior by leaping onto the main hall from above and attacking Cotton with a chakram as he landed. Following this, Arbaaz slapped the cup of tea from Singh's hands. Perceiving that it was poison, Cotton informed Arbaaz that he was too late to prevent his death. Responding in his weakened state, Singh took out his blade to attack Cotton, calling the Templar a coward and a deceiver, while further going on to state that India would not fall to his order. Cotton instead called the guards, yelling that Singh was under attack by an assassin, Arbaaz. Arbaaz fled the hall, followed by Cotton and Singh's men as he made his way to the courtyard. There, while Arbaaz was fighting imperial guards, Cotton tried to kill Pyara and take the Kohinoor, but was halted by Raza, who dug his fingernails into the Templar's forehead as Cotton turned on Raza. Pyara activated the Kohinoor, taking up the appearance as a member of the first civilization. Cotton instead attacked the entity, firing at it with his gun, and accidentally destroyed the Kohinoor. Seeing the entity become enraged, Arbaaz took Raza and dove into the water before the entity released a burst of energy across the area, killing Cotton and all the remaining guards. Assassin's Creed Chronicles India is set 2 years after the events of Brahman. Here's the description. In 1841, 2 years after Singh's murder, relations between the Singh Empire and British Empire became tense as the pretenders for the title of Maharaja battled for supremacy. During that period of turmoil, Arbaaz was tasked with recovering the Kohinoor, originally belonging to the assassins, but then in possession of the newly arrived Master Templar. While investigating the matter, the Indian assassin also tried to protect his friend and lover from harm. Recently, the rewards and actions for Chronicles India were relieved on Uplay. The actions give us a hint about the game. Completing Memory Sequence 1. Complete the action called The Lover. This makes me think that the Princess Pyara Kar will be in the game. Another action, known as The Friend, is completed when you rescue Hamid, the leader of the Assassin Brotherhood. This confirms his presence in the game. Completing Memory Sequence 5 will complete the action called Precursors Revealed. This makes me think that the game will show us new First Civilization members, and will include lore that will change the future of the franchise. Killing Alexander Burns will unlock an action called Nothing Left to See. Captain Sir Alexander Burns was a Scottish traveller. He was nicknamed Bokahara, Burns for exploring Borkahara, which made his name. He is most likely a Templar and will die at the hands of Arbaaz Mir. In reality, he was murdered by an angry mob. Killing William Sleeman will complete an action outsmarting a Templar. Major General Sir William Henry Sleeman, was a British soldier and administrator in British India, best known for his work in suppressing violent activity. In reality, little is documented about his death. We know from E3 that Henry is the adopted son of Arbaaz Mir. Henry is the last assassin in London and will be a major character in Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Assassin's Creed Chronicles will fill the gaps we have and will tell us the rest of Arbaaz Mir's story. Thank you for watching.